we integrate an expression, there is always a plus c that we attach to the end. There is a way to find c as long as we have some information about the original function. So we're going to find c in a few functions. I have the first derivative, and then I'm given some extra information about the function. And my goal is to find f of x. So the first thing I would do is take the first derivative, find its antiderivative, or the integral, and you will notice that we have the plus c at the end. Being that I was given information that my function evaluated at -2 equals -62, I can substitute -2 in place of x, and then I'm going to set that function equal to -62. Next, I'm just going to evaluate, and I need to solve it for the letter c, and I get that c equals -8. That means my original function, which I found the antiderivative of the first derivative, I can replace my letter c now with the -8, and I found the original f of x that meets the criteria. Here's the next example we're going to look at. First thing I need to do is integrate the first derivative, and I have the plus c. Based on my information, the function evaluated at 4 equals -8. So I can substitute 4 in place of the x's and set that equal to -8. After I do my calculations and solve for c, I have that c should equal the number 6. That means my original function should be 3x to the 1/2 power minus 5x plus 6. I just want to replace the c with that value of 6. My next example starts out with the second derivative. In order to find f of x, which is going to be my goal, I need to have 2 more pieces of information. This one's going to start out by integrating the second derivative, and by doing that, that would give me the first derivative. And here's the information about my first derivative. When I evaluate it using x equals 1, it should equal the number 2. I can go through the calculations and solve for c. And that means my first derivative equals this expression. I just replace c with the -3. Now I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to integrate the first derivative to find the original function. My next piece of information about the original function is if I substituted -3 in place of x, it should equal -8. By going through this process, solving for c, I should get c equals 1, which means there's what the original function would be for this information. Try this one out. You can hit pause and then hit play again when you're ready to see the answer. Here's what my original function should be. And I do have notes on solving of how to find that.